NBA third All-Star game. Zach Zauber, 13th season. Matt Boland in number 14. And here comes Kobe. So we are ready to go. It'll be Bryant against James on the opening tip.
Oh, man. Where's my camera? Let me get a picture of this.
Kobe limbering up and getting set. The sky is ready against LeBron. And the 65th NBA All-Star game is underway as the West controls and Westbrook of the Thunder moves it across.
Chris, is it just me, or are we playing this game? I'm so nervous. The anticipation as Westbrook with the first basket of the game. I mean, are we playing?
Well, you already saw Kobe just pick LeBron up at half court. I believe Kobe's going to get into it with this defense. Great players want to be appreciated, not pitied. And as you see Carmelo let one loose, the way to appreciate Kobe is to go at him with all your might. That'll show him respect.
Kawhi Leonard gets it to the corner to Curry. His shot is off. Rebounded by Anthony. Here comes Lowry of the Raptors. Nice lead pass. And it's put down. A hockey pass to set it up for LeBron James.
Everybody in Miami is saying, hey, we used to see that every night on a regular basis.
Kawhi Leonard of the Spurs right back. And this is what we will see for a good portion of the game. It'll be run style.
I'm not mad at that. We got the best seats in the house right here.
The best pickup game in the world is right here.
Lowry with the jumper. Kyle Lowry has had a terrific season. It's a second All-Star game, 10-year man out of Villanova, originally a first-round pick by Memphis, made the rounds before settling in with Toronto. Lowry and his teammate DeMar DeRozan both making the All-Star team. Here's Paul George from the Indiana Pacers. Paul George has come back, making it back from a broken right leg to All-Star status. Kobe's first shot is off, tip was missed. And back comes the East. LeBron for Carmelo.
Every player gets nervous before the All-Star game, even Kobe with his second record appearances consecutive. As you see the dunk right there by Durant. But Reggie, I think Kobe may be a little more nervous tonight, not affecting his performance, but maybe a little bit more nervous tonight than most games, knowing that this is the last time he'll step on the All-Star court.
Well, he's been the focal point all weekend, and it's been all about number 24, the Mamba. So, understandably so, there's a little bit of jitters, obviously, to his game early on.
And Dwayne Wade able to penetrate with no trouble at all. We were talking earlier with Greg Popovich, asking, do you think guys are going to defer, try to set him up? And we just saw Kobe had an open shot, but he gave it right back. Here's Curry flipping it out. Leonard for three. Kobe said he does not want that to happen. Not looking to put up the big numbers.
Well, to Chris's point, knowing this is not a pity party for one of the greatest to ever play. Nice alley-oop. There's a lot of familiarity right there between those two players.
A Thunder alley-oop, and George taking that lead pass.
You know, when I think of Kobe in All-Star games, I just think of him in his first game with Michael Jordan, sitting over there looking, talking, mimicking him as you see Kobe go to the hole in the foul. And how many players are doing that to him, trying to get that last bit of advice, Reggie, on how to be a winner like one of the greats.
So the alley-oop here between Westbrook and Durant. Right back at the other end, here's Wade to Paul George. But it's interesting because I was a part of his first All-Star game. A lot of people were assuming that was going to be Michael Jordan's last All-Star game in 1998.
And he almost won it in regulation. It was an overtime game that particular year. What special guests, the starters, as they provide commentary that only they can provide on TNT Overtime. Check out NBA.com/TNT Overtime. That foul a moment ago is a rare foul. Not too many whistles in All-Star play. Westbrook, he hammers it home. Russell Westbrook, who put up 41 points last season and took MVP honors once again. Pass on the bounce for LeBron. And the steal, it's off the backboard, intended for Anthony, but broken up by Westbrook. Gets it to Durant. And Steph Curry takes to the rim.
You're telling me they aren't excited about Kobe's last game?
Known for his three-point shooting, Curry with the dunk.
And Lowry back with a three. Durant for three. Lowry with the lead, and again, LeBron this time on the reverse.
I'm going to be all in your shoulder tonight.
Oh, you already know, boy. I mean, this is a continuation of the dunk contest
I'm
last
going to
night.
need some ice after this game.
Westbrook from deep. Just underway in the East, up by 6. A long three. Paul George. So he has 8 points to lead the way for the East. Curry from way downtown. Here comes LeBron. Wade on the wing, fires one high off the backboard and hit the shot clock.
It's hard to throw a oop too high for LeBron, and he just threw one too high for himself. But Westbrook, I say it, I love it when guys dunk being a dunker, but this little guy, he dunks with the best of them. Any big fella, he dunks almost more powerful than them.
Leonard not able to hit. Durant tried to save it, but was on the line, so the ball back to the East. Lowry pulls it up. And here comes Westbrook. Fires it down to Curry. Back the other way for Durant. Durant was looking for the alley-oop. Pass came up short, but still able to lay it home. George is open. The angle three. Yes.
Nice start here for Paul George. PG-13. Getting his legs underneath him. The first to double digits here with 11 points.
Averaging a career-high 23. Curry cuts inside and is able to hit on the running one-hander.
This is the NBA, but you can't tell me that the Harlem Globetrotters didn't have any influence on that ball handling by one of the best, Curry.
The defensive player of the year last season, Leonard with that steal, but on the turnover, back comes Lowry from the Raptors. A big hop for LeBron, not able to finish. Durant sets it up again for Westbrook.
Is there a guard, maybe in the history of the game, that has attacked the rim like Westbrook?
Maybe the most athletic point guard we've had a chance to see.
Here's Durant, uncontested. Assist for his teammate, Westbrook. Back comes the West. Off the backboard for Durant. And that will lead to a timeout. Timeout called by the East. Tyronn Lue.
Well, I always love to see my young Bruins succeed. Russell Westbrook with the finish at the rim. And it's been all about the two Thunders here for the West squad. East with
So we gotta go do the intro. So sit with Mama until I come back out, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go be up on that stage over there.
Look.
Mwah, you can take the ball with you. I told him, I said, you know what this means? This means that when I leave now, he's an older statesman.
Hey, man, what I'm on deck. On deck, Claude.
Congratulations, baby. Thank you. All right, this is your time, baby. Thank you.
My last one, let's bump. We gonna do it, let's do it. Let's do it.
In that first segment, listening to Kobe, you saw him in his alter ego, Mr. Mom, with his daughter. Kobe just committed that foul. DeMar DeRozan has checked in for LeBron James. DeRozan having a terrific season with the hometown Toronto Raptors. The East up 25-23. Coming up on 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Leonard over Anthony. Greg Popovich telling us during timeouts he is allowing as Lee is able to penetrate. He is allowing players to design plays. He said, why not? If the game gets close in the fourth quarter, that will change.
Yeah, when it comes winning time, Coach Popovich, who's a winner, is Kobe shows us he has to be dramatic with everything. He gives us a show and has us cheering before his first bucket goes in.
Westbrook just committed the foul to allow some substitutions.
You think he wanted that one? Just the buzz around the city. Obviously, this is great that Turner has come up here to do this All-Star game, but you add to the fact that, this is the last All-Star game as Paul George knocks down another 3. You add to it, the last for Kobe Bryant and his legacy. And that's why there's a buzz around here.
Substitutions made by both teams. John Wall of the Wizards has checked in as Paul Millsap. Nice backdoor pass for DeRozan. Isaiah Thomas of the Celtics has come on for the first time for the West. Lots of changes. This is James Harden who just checked. And it's tipped home by Anthony Davis of the Pelicans. Klay Thompson, who had the great shooting performance last night to win the three-point duel with his teammate Steph Curry. He's on the floor for the first time. Let's go to David Aldridge. David.
Talk to you.
What's up?
What was that like?
Fast pace, lungs breaking, dunk shooting. That was fun though. It's fun being out here in this game, man. David, the greatest basketball players in the world with the greatest fans here. First time in Toronto, Canada. We having a lot of fun.
Love the Joel show for Kobe. Everybody greeting them, the tributes, everybody paying attention. I know we've talked about it all weekend, but just having it actually happen in a game now, what does that feel like?
Even with a guy that's done so much in his career, has played all over the world and seen so many fans, I know it's got to be very overwhelming for him. And but he deserves it. I mean, anyone give 20 years of great basketball to this game like he's done, he deserves it all.
Thanks for your time. Put the heat on. Back to you, Marv.
All right, David Aldridge working the sideline with Craig Sager. What a beautiful spin move by DeRozan.
It was actually a reverse 360, and talking about the dunk contest last night, I think it inspired these guys to kind of show, hey, my legs are a little older and I can't jump as well as you, LaVine and Gordon, but let me show what I have. But let me show what I don't have with that miss right there by Harden.
All right, here's Thomas. Isaiah, he lost the handle.
What a great Saturday night. Arguably the best ever.
When you think about how it started with guys running off the bench to congratulate just the skills champion,
Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh man, and if these fans want to celebrate this city of Toronto has just hosted a wonderful All-Star break, and DeRozan is here paying the fans back, saying thank you for welcoming us. Let me show you guys how I do this 360.
Night for him. When you think about Kobe, never really would embrace this while he was a player. Like I'm talking about early on in his career, he hated things like this, and now I think he's enjoying the fact that he's making like his farewell tour. Everybody's giving him standing ovation, giving him gifts, and I see a different Kobe. And it's great that he's enjoying this moment because he deserves it, and he's thrilled us all for many years.
I'll tell you what, history repeats itself. You put on a show that day, got the MVP, maybe Kobe will follow suit.
Well, another Laker could do it. And tell Reggie over there, I said, what's up? And then C. Webb was my man way back in Michigan days. I used to train with Reggie at UCLA. And Mara, what's happening, my friend? Those are my guys over there.
And that was a memorable game for Magic in Orlando. How about Craig's jacket tonight on Valentine's Day?
Only
He's
Sager.
gone full cycle.
Only Sager
He's
could get
full
away
of
with
love
that.
tonight.
A three-pointer for Harden, and it is Valentine's Day throughout Canada and the United States as we welcome you back to Toronto on a frigid 9-degree night. That's Fahrenheit.
So it's probably instead of going to dinner and a movie, this is date night tonight, watching the All-Star game.
Oh, it's DeRozan of the Raptors once again. Despite the freezing conditions, this is such a great city. Restaurant superb. Downtown is fantastic. It's diverse, very friendly city. Chris, despite the weather, Reggie actually left the hotel room twice, I'm told. In New York, never leaves the hotel.
This is a little bit different. All the festivities and hoopla and the restaurants here as Millsap knocks down a three.
But isn't that's what basketball is all about, transcending race, culture, any type of demographic lines, any type of barriers. And here the people of Toronto have been wonderful, but these fans are knowledgeable about the game, and they have some opinions who's going to win the championship. And though most of them think it's going to be Toronto, they all have their sides and their picks.
Wall on the drive. Well, the Raptors just 3 games behind the Cavs. Oh! A setup from Chris Paul of the Clippers to Anthony Davis of the Pelicans as time runs down in this opening quarter. Thomas, met by Thompson. DeRozan for 3. Thomas able to get to it. Wall backs it up to three-point territory. Final seconds, first quarter. Here's Paul on the move. Puts it off the backboard for Davis. Anthony Davis in his 3rd All-Star game. Final seconds. DeRozan to midcourt. DeRozan. So that is the end of the first quarter with the East 43, the West 40. The East led by the shooting of Paul George. 14 points in all, 4 from downtown. Anthony Davis, the high man for the West. He's 5 for 5 for 10 points. Back to Toronto in a moment.